Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. Checking in with Georgia Tech's head coach before the game. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion, and he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off-play action on first down. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the draw, it's Maddox. Might have a chance. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To throw, it's Mendoza. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught in the backfield, it's Maddox. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. At the 35, he's loose. It's a running room. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might be changing the route. Jones to throw. Makes a catch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff for Ball. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Calls his own number. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for space. It's Maddox. Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The offense changing the play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's second and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff ball running left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Going to the run, it's Ball. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. Could be an alley. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to run with Ball. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Fires quickly. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Jones to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The change now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Maddox. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Gators want to pick up the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to change this route. Here's a give the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Unloads it downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hosley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Mendoza. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Powell. Clock is stopped. Florida has called timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Setting up the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 7 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Tigers taking this fellow top 10 team to the cleaners so far. We're not even at halftime, and it's looking like a one-sided affair.
The Gators sending the offense back to work.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get.
Maybe some room here. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Jones to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Bringing the heat. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with ball. Touchdown, Gator! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Maddox. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Takes the easy one to the back. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers. Find the space. Find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive.
Move.
Handoff for Ball. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now. Clearly on their side.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Maddox. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Absolutely center cut. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Maddox. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. They're working that left side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Wide receiver going in motion. With the run on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Trying to bully their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Maddox. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie things up.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
Motion from the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Gators in the hurry up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Ball. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Jones to throw. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 38. The Gators have their offense in high gear.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. There's some room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Send the tight end in motion. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's going to let it go. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Luther, beat, seeker, flash, moving.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Runs through a man. He might have space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times, those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And he makes the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.